But I know one thing that's not but staying in the cinema right now, that ain't going nowhere, is a bunch of different anime films.
Yeah, they're staying.
I tried.
That was another. that was a good one. That was a good
I was
one.
trying to find sets. Read the block somewhere.
Because like they're eating up. I mean, I know that a lot of people are gonna
know.
say this is sacrilegious that I'm saying this. K-pop Demon Hunters. That did really well.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love that film, by the way.
Is it safe to call that anime?
It's not though. That's
What
why.
would you call it? Would you just call it animation?
It's animation.
I mean,
It's an
technically it is because it's
animated film.
Western culture
Yeah.
making of it, right?
So, but like that did
Making
so well.
peace.
And then you've got was it Demon Hunters?
Demon Slayers.
Demon Slayers, sorry. Demon Slayers.
That's cool,
that
innit?
was crazy. And like the world building. Sorry, I had to take off my glasses and
700
that.
million plus, I think, at this point.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know, bruv. Who was on it? Who was on here? Someone was on here, and I was like, I'm gonna start. I started watching Demon Slayer, so I caught up to it. I'm like, okay, boom, I need to watch this in the cinema. Every time I'm trying to go watch this film, something happens in my life that says, Junior, you can't go. Go work. Huh? I haven't seen this film yet. Now I'm at this weird position where it's like,
It's
the
still
screening
in
is
cinema, by
out
the
now.
way.
Yeah, but the screenings now is like 9 a.m. on a Wednesday. Like, I'm gonna make sure I watch it in cinema because I do want to watch it in the cinema.
I wish that
Could watch it today, actually. It's in Greenwich.
I'm working right after this.
I wish other chains other than Cineworld showed anime films. Because I think that's the one thing that makes it a bit difficult because Chainsaw Man is currently out at the
Yes,
moment.
That's doing numbers as well.
Yeah.
doing numbers as
And then
well.
we've also got like JJK coming out soon.
Yeah.
What are we thinking, boss?
In terms of the box office. Well, with JJK, I don't think it will do as well, only because it's not a movie. It's basically a recap of the last season plus 2 episodes of the upcoming season.
So it's kind of like Demon Slayer.
Oh.
Well, the current Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle.
No, the previous one.
Oh, exactly like that.
So yeah, so
Yeah, like you basically doing a movie to cover up a season.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then show a preview of what's coming next.
Because
And I don't really like that.
Infinity Train was essentially an arc, but it was made into movie form.
Yeah, Infinity Castle was an arc in movie form, yes, that we've never seen before.
For JJ.
Oh,
So-
really? It's the first time that's happened like
It's
that.
the first time, because Demon Slayer, they had, the last season was called the training...
Yeah, the training camp.
arc,
This
yeah?
one you was
Yeah.
the trainer.
So-
yeah.
From that point onwards, there are no Demon Slayer episodes that are going to be released again.
Yeah, it's just a movie.
It's
innit?
just a trilogy of movies and then it's done forever. So
Oh!
this is
Shit.
the first of the trilogy. So we have 2 more Demon Slayer movies coming and then it's finished.
How do you feel about someone that's like watched anime to see this shift of how we're now consuming it now?
It's great. It's great. Like to have an anime film in cinema, when I was growing up, was unheard of.
Yeah.
But to see it do these numbers and have it
Yeah, it's
beat
doing
the likes
crazy.
of like Mission Impossible and
Yeah,
F1
yeah,
and
it's doing
all the
crazy.
Marvel films and all the DC films is just like insane, and we're just getting more and more. So, but I just hope we don't learn the wrong lessons.
Yeah, and
from-
but also like it's not just a situation where they're pushing out films; they're pushing high quality films.
Yeah.
That like one of the big things that people said about Demon Slayer was that like the architecture used in the Infinity Castle
castle
is
itself.
so like dense. The architects are like, this is amazing,
That's what I can't wait to watch.
and to put it into digital form,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Have you seen? Are you familiar with the Chainsaw Man anime?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Chainsaw.
That
Chainsaw
one,
Man in the movie.
I enjoyed that one more than I did Demon Slayer.
Oh,
I've
the
been
movie.
hearing a lot of people say that.
The movie.
My friend of the show, Mac,
think it
he was
works
saying
better
that
as a movie.
obviously Demon Slayer. To be honest with you, yeah, I like Demon Slayer, but it's not really good at anime in terms of like it has a certain format for each like arc.
Yeah.
Fight demon's about to die. When I was a human, I used to. then he dies.
Yeah,
Like, bro, I don't care. I don't care.
and then there's some sad music for a little
yeah,
bit.
Yeah, then man goes train. Then he died. He almost died fighting the demon, so he has to rest for like 2 months, and then wakes up, and then
That's true.
then he's like, I'm training again to get stronger.
Yeah.
Nezuko!
and that's the format of it. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say is people were saying, my friend Mac, friend of the show, he was saying with Demon Slayer, there wasn't much of a story for it to be on like in the cinema, opposed to like the movie doesn't really drive the story as much as like a Chainsaw Man, because he was saying that you kind of already know what's gonna happen in Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
But in Chainsaw Man, you're kind of like, you don't know where the story's gonna shift, so it's like he feels more obliged to go make sure he watches it in the cinema.
Yeah, I think the Demon Slayer movie exists because they know how much of a market there is for it, as opposed to this story requires a movie. So it's more driven by the money the penny as opposed to like it making sense. But
so it's like penny over passion type thing.
Yeah, basically. But it's still a good watch.
Yeah,
though.
Chainsaw Man, the animation style of it is beautiful. Like I didn't know when I first started watching it. This was like a few years ago. I think when it first came out, I was blown away by how beautiful it looked. Like you lot probably spending money on making it look this clean.
Yeah, they need to pay their artists more though.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing horror stories about
it's like 12 Years a Slave.
I heard horror stories about. Oh shit.
I still haven't watched that, by the way.
I've heard horror stories about. You ever see 12 Years a Slave?
No, I watched. I put it on 5 minutes, and then I saw what was happening. I was like, nope.
You know,
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I watched it.
Too happy for this
around uni times. And I was like, why is everyone gassed about this film where it's like man's getting battered? Like,
yeah, I'm not watching.
But that's a conversation for another day. I was gonna say about JJK. Yeah, I was gonna say about JJK. I heard horror stories about like anime. What do you call them? Are they animators? Animators like literally finishing off on the day it's being released, and like obviously on Crunchyroll it's being like delayed because they're still finishing it. Like imagine how much hours and time they have to put into like making this. And
I remember someone posted like the schedule of like an artist, like a mangaka or anime artist, and it's just the schedule is insane. Yeah, it's insane. It just looks like what she said. 12 Years a Slave. It's just like round the clock. You're not getting any sleep. You see the deadlines. It's just like impossible.
But I feel like they also have like a culture of like this weird working culture where like no one wants to leave the office because it seems like they're being weak
but it's almost like encouraged that you like will go out with your colleagues and then you just sleep in the office.
Yeah,
that's what they do as well. You sleep in the office, you wake up, start drawing again. You might even shower, but Jesus Christ. This conversation took a lot.
But I think it's also like one of those things that like everyone kind of has known, but like nobody's had the kahunas to actually have a conversation about. So that's why you really do have to appreciate the art form that is anime.
Yeah.
But even aside from anime, even to like the Godzilla -1, the budget was 10 million, which is an amazing achievement. But it was also 10 million because they're not paying
cheap labor.
Cheap labor.
Yeah. But then we're also getting it with like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and that's like.
When we heard like it goes back to even like Marvel with the VFX artists, like there's definitely a huge underpay going on. It's weird because how do you fix that when it's like the standard is that in their brains, so it's like there's nothing you can really do unless there's like a union that can help prevent that. And
I think that's why it's so important that like big unions like SAG are supporting these artists and kind of really encouraging them that like, look, we'll try and have your back as much as possible while you go through this, because I think especially for us three, we've been in the creative industry for a while, it's very hard for you to actually know what it is to have a union or know that you have a union.
Yeah, it's true.
So I think it's just like really important to have these like institutions being able to kind of have your back and teach you about your rights. Yeah, I don't know how we ended up here.
But let me